Hi guys, tonight I'm in Bethnal Green. I am heading to a place called Winterville, which is an alternative to Winter Wonderland here in East London. It's a slightly smaller, slightly cooler version. So let's go and check it out. There's an Aston Martin. These council estates have changed since I was a kid. Either that or the drug dealers are doing a lot better for themselves. Areas like this in the East End of London used to be relatively accessible and inexpensive place to live, but can you see those buildings there? That's Canary Wharf. They're all investment banks, and these areas' proximity to that, they're great public transport links as well. Just a short tube ride away, some of the highest paid jobs in the world. So anyway, these areas that were once almost no-go areas, and people didn't want to live here, that's all changing. Now they do. We've got huge private developments here where there was once, as you can see, just whole blocks of affordable housing and social housing. They call it gentrification, but it really boils down to economics. I think a large part of it comes down to the way people work now. I think for a lot of years, people that worked in the city were more than happy to commute way out of it. Better schools, a better quality of life, but I think now people work much longer hours. The commutes have got tougher. The trains are a lot more crowded, so they want to move closer and closer to their places of work, and that means places like this. I'm not saying wealthy bankers live here, they don't, but the whole thing filters down through the payroll, and people on the lowest wages ultimately end up with the longest commutes. Kind of sounds like I'm moaning about it, and I'm not, because I'm not a victim of it and I don't have a solution to it. We live in a capitalist democracy, and that is how it is. But one thing I do know, high density social housing like that of the past is more of a problem than a solution. I think current planning, where they mix private housing and social housing, is a much better idea, a much better plan. It may even be possible for the government to build social housing in a way that mixes private housing in, that helps fund it, but they're far better at spending money than making it, so who knows. Okay, this is us, Winterville. Now this is only its second year. Last year was the first one, and there is actually, I did come here and vlog it last year, so you can check that out if you check out my other videos. Links are below. If you live in London and you're wondering why you've never heard of it, or you probably hadn't heard of Winter Wonderland in its first and second years. But I came last year, I wasn't expecting too much, and it was pretty good. It's a bit smaller than Winter Wonderland, but less crowded. So let's go and see if they've managed to improve on last year this year.
The organisers describe Winterville as the antithesis of winter theme parks, and that's pushing the concept a bit far, I think. It ticks all the boxes of a great winter theme park: a fun fair, a market, ice rink, circus, festive food and drink. For those of you that don't live in the UK or London, East London used to be inexpensive. 20 years ago, Shoreditch, Hoxton, Dalston, all of these areas. So artists and creatives, up and coming ones, used the spaces. They were inexpensive, they made it cool. Nightlife sprang up, and I guess a subculture that went on to become hipsters began. Like all subcultures, it then became commercialised. They take the bits of the trend that can be mass marketed and flog them to the masses. Tattoos, beards, skinny jeans, being an entrepreneur, internet startups, pop-up shops, pop-up restaurants that don't take bookings, so you have to queue. And we all remember bars using jam jars and glasses for a while, until you could even get them with handles on. People like to be a part of something, a generation, but Owning a Parker didn't make you a mod, a leather jacket a rocker, a pair of DMs didn't make you a punk, or a Filofax a yuppie. But people buy into them, and they hang out in certain places too. In the search for individuality, often they all end up looking the same. Hipsters claim to want local and authentic, but businesses are one step ahead of them and sell them global and uniform, dressed up as local and authentic, and the kids buy it. And that's kind of what Winterville is. It's designed with its location and a type of visitor in mind. It's done very well. I think some of the brands and pop-up food and bars may well tempt some of the more style-conscious hipster kids that think they're too cool for school and certainly too cool for Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park. But you can only make Christmas so cool. They have the ubiquitous mulled wine and bratwurst, but also some more interesting food pop-ups and bars. The hipster differences are subtle enough that grown men and young kids will still love it regardless. They've got Crazy Golf. I love Crazy Golf. I haven't played it for ages. The last time I played it was on the roof of Selfridges, but that's a whole nother story. Winterville has its very own Narnia. There's a wardrobe on the edge of this bar, and it's the entrance to Backyard Cinema. The Backyard Cinema have collaborated with Winterville to create an indoor winter cinema. It's set in the heart of Winterville, and the Backyard team have created their very own enchanted forest they've named the Winter Night Garden, which can only be accessed via the secret tunnel of trees hidden within the wardrobe, and it allows customers to watch their favourite winter movies, their favourite Christmas movies, in a cosy, magical indoor woodland. The films have been split into categories which are traditional Christmas films, family films, cult Christmas films, and even a few non-Christmas movies. And obviously outside is the bar where you can get some great food and drinks, both before, during and after the screening. I'm not watching a movie tonight, but I am going to try some of the amazing looking food. I'm going to go for the Wild Game Company and try the Venimu, which is a beef burger, a venison burger, double cheese, béarnaise sauce, pickles and French mustard, and with a side of French fries. Much of East London has become a playground for urban 20 to 30 year olds who buy into a nostalgia of 80s style slumming it, or the idea and image of it at least. We live in a consumer culture, and the savvy create call by numbers places for them to hang out here in East London. Places that look grotty but have all the modern amenities, comply with modern food standards and have super fast Wi-Fi. They have a vintage lived-in look, but they're brand new and as much a part of mainstream culture as, I guess, the iPhone. Burgers used to be just fast food. Most people love them, especially after the pub, but for the hipster generation they became the very height of gastronomy. They put them in a brioche bun and described them as dirty or honest. Then going back to what I was saying earlier, someone opened Dirty Burger and Honest Burger, commercialised the culture. I've eaten in both of them, they're great burgers. Hipsters spend years searching for the perfect burger and Instagramming their quest, but at the end of the day a burger is a burger. There's only so far you can improve on it, although there seems to be no limit on how much you can charge for them. The craze has done wonders for the burger here in London though. Gone are the days of burger vans selling frozen value burgers in limp white sesame seed buns. They take the burger very seriously. There are people that consider themselves burger aficionados. It's a bit pretentious, but it's also progress for the burger.
Number 26. Yo. You know you keep venison. You want ketchup
Lovely.
on it? Yeah.
Thank you.
Only ketchup. Yeah.
Okay, just stepped out of the bar for a moment to show you this. It's a beef and venison burger with cheese and pickles and fries. Thumbs up. Let's try the fries. Pretty good. You can see by why it was voted one of the best in London. It's not the best, one of the best. Got a hot chocolate with cream, marshmallows and a shot of Frangelico, hazelnut liqueur. That's really good. Should keep me warm. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this trip to Winterville. It's getting very close to Christmas now, so it's quite quiet in there. It's nice. I bet it's mobbed a few Saturdays ago. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Toodles.
Customer service update. There are good services operating on the district and the city islands, and good services operating on all other lines.
That is a complete lie. There's cancellations and delays all across it. Line.
The next station is Whitechapel. This is a District Line train to Richmond.